Thanks so much for joining us, and welcome into America's Retirement Headquarters, home of the Retirement Guys Formula, and America's Medicare Associates with Nolan Baker and Scott Kerschner, Chaz Price, and myself. My name is Chris Swan. Here's how you reach out, 419-794-3030. That's the phone number once again, 419-794-3030. Always online, arhq.com. Today on the show, we're going to talk about how to spot fake financial news, what AI technology can you use to become a better educated investor, and we're going to discuss the one retirement expense that a lot of people underestimate. All this and more, but first, let me check in. The band's back together. Got Nolan, Scott, and Chaz all here. So, guys, glad to be with you. How are you?
We do have the band back together. Yes. We're doing great. My son's playing hockey in the Toledo Cherokees, and his team is winning the division right now. So pretty exciting hockey times. And Andrew's back home from college, and things are great.
Yeah. You know, I'm back from a much needed vacation. Took my wife and I went on a cruise. It was her first cruise ever. She had a great time. We're already looking to spend another adventure on the open waters, which was pretty cool. But glad to be back. Glad to be sitting here on the radio and with everybody here and back at it.
Yeah, Chris, sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the wheels on today. I got vaccinations for hepatitis A, B, typhoid fever, malaria. I'm getting ready to go on with the wedding and the honeymoon. So I'm just barely hanging on, but I'm here. So
that's dedication,
doing
right?
it.
That is dedication. We appreciate you. You know, what is it? The post office says neither rain nor sleet nor whatever shots you get. So we appreciate all three of you being here and joining in and imparting wisdom with the listeners and viewers. Hopefully, get them more confident about their retirement. So let's go ahead and dive in here with, obviously there are some retirement savers that are tuned in today that probably already have a financial advisor, but they may also have a sneaking suspicion that maybe their current advisor is missing something. Do you guys offer an opportunity for someone to see you, for a second opinion? If so, how does that work? And what are some of the common things that you see when you take a look at their plan?
I would say it's extremely common that people want to get a second opinion. I just actually, before I jumped on the radio today, had a conversation with a potential new client. And, she just decided, even though she'd worked with an advisor for a long time, this particular advisor was getting closer to retirement age. She felt really wasn't listening to kind of what her concerns were. Wasn't, really working as hard as he used to be, and kind of had drifted away. So there can be a variety of different reasons on why people, maybe want to get a second opinion. And you could be, either the first time tuning into the show, or as many of you know, we've been on here on Toledo's largest talk station, WSBD, for over 20 years now. If you haven't got a second opinion from us, what I encourage you to do is give us a call. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you, 419-794-3030, or go to the website, arhq.com. When people get a second opinion from us, here's exactly what you can get. The first thing is you get an opportunity to sit down and let's just have a visit. We'll have an hour conversation. Within that, what we're going to do is we're going to then be able to create a one-page financial roadmap inventory for you to show you what everything looks like on a one-page summary. Next thing that we can do is number 2 is stress test your plan to determine the probability of success and identify where are some of the biggest threats currently in your portfolio and where there could be some additional opportunities. We're going to provide that in a portfolio analysis, which will give you a grade point average. So you'll see how optimized your overall portfolio is. Scott, I know you'll talk about healthcare, cost reduction strategies, discuss long-term care asset protection, and then we'll summarize all that in our observations in a team action plan. So when people come in and they want to get together with us and they want to have kind of a second opinion, I know that oftentimes we give them very clear, valuable information, and then whether they choose to work with us or not, it's not a high-pressure sales pitch. It's an opportunity to get better educated about your investments so you can make smarter decisions. Scott, I know you do second opinions on health insurance as well. What do you find when you're talking to people about the things that they like on a second opinion?
Well, yeah, Nolan, that's a great point. I run into that all the time. One of the things I do is I offer free reviews, which is exactly what we're saying, a second opinion. It's surprising to me the number of people that I meet on a day-to-day basis with healthcare or Medicare, and they have a financial advisor, but they don't do a review of their health insurance. I had a client in this past week, and they're looking to figure out how they may be able to retire at 63 years old. And one of the things I did, I was talking to him about the wife was on Medicare already, and I said, well, did you meet with your advisor to go over the insurance plan that you currently have? And she looked at me like a stare, deer in the headlights. She said, no, I haven't talked to him at all. I said, well, I was looking at the plan that you currently have, and it looks like to me, based on the information you gave me, you're paying quite a bit more for your prescription drug plan than you probably should be. And she says, I've never heard from the guy since I signed up, which was 2 years ago. So second opinions are very, very good, and that's part of the reason why we work together, Nolan, why I come over here and, 4 years ago, and is because we work and create a comprehensive plan for people. We'll sit down and we'll analyze what their needs are, and we'll create a comprehensive plan to help them move through their health insurance, vision for the retirement. If they're retiring prior to age 65, then what we do is we look at how are we going to maximize their earning spendings with lowering their reportable income. And there's several ways that we do that, but these are things that we put together, a comprehensive plan that's going to show exactly how you can maximize your income strategies to lower your monthly expenses and hopefully retire early. This guy was 63 years old. He's looking to retire at the end of 2024. And we were able to put a comprehensive plan together to make his retirement dream come true and pull that trigger and retire before 65 and 63 years old.
Yeah. One thing I would add to that too is when I guess the majority of the requests that I get for second opinion generally come from existing clients referrals. So people that are friends or family of existing clients that refer us. And one of the things, if you don't have that trusted person that's looking out for you and recommending a good financial advisor, you're obviously going to do some research. Everybody Googles everything these days. But it's important for you before you start talking to an advisor to make sure that you're clear on what you're looking for, because not all financial advisors are considered equal. Essentially, you've got income specialists and then you have accumulation specialists. So feel free to browse around on our website. We make it very clear we specialize and work almost exclusively with clients over the age of 55 that are in or really approaching that retirement deadline, because it is a completely different lifetime of learning. And then also, be very specific with what you're looking for from that advisor as well. So if you're looking for projections or investment advice, or you want somebody to put everything together in one comprehensive plan, that's really where I think we shine. Sure. I mean, if you're just looking for somebody to bounce stock ideas off of, it may not be the best fit. But if you're looking for somebody comprehensively, and specifically we're talking about taxes, if your advisors or your second opinions aren't talking to you about taxes, thank them kindly and go on about your day. But I think that's one of the areas where the real expertise lies, is in helping people keep more of what they want, and that's what we specialize in.
Yeah, so how do I get a second opinion from a financial advisor? Well, it's very simple. You take that first step and, maybe check family, friends, and, who do you use? One of the things that I do with every client that I meet is I ask them, do you have a financial plan put in place, and do you have a financial advisor? If not, I, obviously refer the both of you clients. So that is actually asking for a second opinion as well. So, that's kind of what it looks like here.
If there was a glaring mistake or something that was being overlooked in your retirement plan, it's kind of like if there was a leak in your house, when would you want to know? I think as soon as possible. And that is where having the benefit of a second opinion really comes into play. Picking up the phone, scheduling a time to speak with the team at America's Retirement Headquarters. They can show you if there are changes, if there are things that aren't being taken into consideration, like taxes, like healthcare expenses, things that you may not have thought about in the working world. And rightly so, you've got enough to focus on at that point. But as you ease into retirement, it's making sure that all your T's are crossed and all your I's are dotted. And that is where having that second opinion really comes into play. So the number, 419-794-3030. Once again, 419-794-3030. Schedule a time to speak with them, have that second opinion, and really tighten up your retirement prospects. You can also go online, arhq.com.